Our world is full of beauty, but beneath the surface lie a reality that defies human explanation. From the darkest unexplored depth of our ocean to the most haunting, mysterious hidden in plain sight, Earth's holds secret that science is still trying to unlock. In today's documentary, we are diving deep into one of the most unbelievable places on our planet, a journey that will challenge everything you think you know. So sit back, clear your mind, and let's uncover the truth together.
Imagine trekking across the cracked, sun-scorched floor of the Great Rift Valley in Tanzania. You are surrounded by absolute isolation, navigating a bone-dried desert landscape baking under a punishing equatorial heat. Then, without warning, the desert breaks open to reveal a massive, blinding lake. The water here doesn't look like water at all. It forms a deep, vibrant red chemical matrix that closely resembles a bubbling pool of thick human blood. The shoreline holds an even stranger discovery. Strewn across the cracked mudflats are the perfectly intact calcified mummies of bats and birds, scattered like discarded stone statues. Welcome to Lake Natron. This extreme basin sustains water temperatures reaching a blistering 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Worse still, the liquid holds an alkalinity level so high it is nearly indistinguishable from pure household ammonia. We are going to deconstruct exactly how this deadly geological trap functions. We need to trace the rare volcanic engine that dyes this water red and uncover the bizarre physics that turn ordinary wildlife into an immortal gallery of natural art. To understand how a lake becomes this toxic, we have to trace the chemistry back to its source, a towering peak dominating the dry plains called Old Doinyo Langai. This is the only active volcano on Earth that erupts carbonatite lava. Instead of the typical superheated silicate rock, carbonatite is a much cooler, darker magma that is incredibly rich in sodium and potassium carbonates. When explosive torrential rains hit the mountain, they mechanically scour these unique volcanic ashes off the steep slopes, washing the mineral-heavy runoff directly down into the valley below. Because this specific basin has no outlet to the ocean, the intense desert heat takes over. The trapped water rapidly shrinks through evaporation, leaving behind a hyper-concentrated brine of pure natron salt. This continuous, closed-loop geological system creates an extreme chemical kitchen. With a pH level regularly exceeding 10, the resulting liquid is caustic enough to strip the skin and feathers off almost any organic material it touches. That severe alkalinity sets up a fatal illusion. From the sky, the heavy, chemically still water acts like a perfect mirror. Migratory birds, tripped by the reflection, crash straight into the deadly alkaline surface. When their bodies wash ashore, the lake's specific chemical makeup takes hold. The sodium carbonate in the water is the exact same compound ancient Egyptians harvested to artificially preserve their pharaohs. These highly concentrated minerals rapidly extract all the moisture from the organic tissues of the birds. As the bodies dry out entirely, the skeletal remains become encased in a thick, rigid shell of protective white salt. The visual reality of this process is entirely surreal. Eagles, bats, and small songbirds sit permanently frozen in their final living poses, resting on dry branches along the shoreline. The unforgiving chemical reaction completely bypasses normal decay, transforming an inescapable environmental trap into a striking, permanent gallery of stone figures. Yet, the most surprising aspect of this bleeding lake is that it is not actually dead. The terrifying red coloration is driven entirely by life thriving inside the poison. The superheated, alkaline brine provides the absolute perfect breeding ground for haloarchaea. These are rare, salt-loving extremophile microbes that multiply by the billions in environments that would instantly kill other organisms. To survive, these microscopic organisms perform photosynthesis. During that process, they produce a highly concentrated biological pigment that dyes the entire water column into vast shades of deep crimson, hot pink, and dark amber. When the sharp midday sun pierces through the heavy sulfur vapor rising from the hot springs, it creates a spectacular visual display. Volumetric beams of light dance across the crimson current, throwing moving shadows against the white salt crusts. The bloody appearance of the basin is actually a massive, vibrant display of extreme evolutionary biology adapting to a hostile world. This brings us to the ultimate paradox of Lake Natron. This toxic wasteland operates as the single most vital breeding ground on Earth for the lesser flamingo. Every year, over 2 million of these fragile birds descend on the lake. They survive here through highly specific biological adaptations. Their long legs are wrapped in thick, tough, leathery skin that completely resists the caustic acid of the water. Their specialized down-curved beaks act as precision filters, extracting the toxic salt, while safely consuming the abundant red haloarchaea algae that gives the birds their famous pink color. Using this immunity, the flamingos construct giant conical mud nests on isolated salt islands, positioning them deep inside the burning red waters. By building their nurseries in a chemical dead zone, the flamingos harness a lethal moat that perfectly shields their vulnerable chicks from jackals, baboons, and any other land predator. Lake Natron dissolves the traditional boundaries between geographic beauty and environmental hostility. Even in its most corrosive states, the Earth can forge masterworks of intricate, breathtaking design. What captivates you most about this bizarre ecosystem? Is it the rare volcanic geology that feeds the basin, or the evolutionary triumph of the flamingos using a chemical trap as a safe haven? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Earth's hidden geography, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another expedition. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, and remember that in nature's most untouched, dangerous fortresses, life and death always find a way to exist in perfect harmony.